Welcome, brave souls, to a chilling journey into the realm of the unknown. Today, we delve into the darkest corners of the United States, where shadows whisper and spirits roam freely. Prepare yourselves for a bone-chilling exploration of the most haunted houses in America. Behind these weathered walls lie tales of unspeakable horrors, trapped souls, and lingering malevolence. These houses, once filled with life and laughter, now stand as silent witnesses to the nightmares that unfolded within their walls. Each creak of the floorboards, each gust of wind through the broken glass, tells a haunting tale of the past. These haunted houses have become portals to the other side, where the veil between the living and the dead is thin, and the echoes of tragedy resonate through time. Some say the spirits that inhabit these houses are restless souls, forever trapped in their own personal purgatory. Others claim malevolent entities lurk in the shadows, feeding off the fear they instill in those who dare to cross their thresholds. The stories of these haunted houses will send shivers down your spine, igniting a primal fear deep within your soul. From the tortured souls of the past to the unexplained phenomena witnessed by brave explorers, these tales of terror will leave you questioning the very nature of reality. So, steel your nerves, for what you are about to witness is not for the faint of heart. Join us, if you dare, as we embark on a chilling journey through the most haunted houses in America. Molly Brown House. Deep in the heart of Denver lies the foreboding Molly Brown House, a dwelling shrouded in a chilling aura of supernatural intrigue. This eerie mansion bears the name of a woman who defied death itself, Molly the Unsinkable Brown, a socialite who survived the ill-fated maiden voyage of the Titanic. But before her fateful encounter with destiny, a dark tale unfolded within these walls. In 1894, Molly's husband, James Joseph Brown, acquired the house for a mere $30,000. However, as if sensing the impending doom that would befall their lives, he promptly transferred ownership to his beloved wife. The Browns, consumed by their wanderlust, left the house uninhabited for long stretches as they embarked on their endless travels. Little did they know that these vacant halls would eventually become the stage for the chilling events that would haunt them for eternity. Throughout the years, the Molly Brown House served as a vessel for otherworldly occurrences. In 1902, during the remodeling of the governor's mansion, this foreboding abode assumed its role, welcoming the elite of Denver within its ominous embrace. It was during this time that whispers of inexplicable phenomena began to circulate amongst the guests and staff, their blood running cold at the spectral manifestations that danced upon their senses. After Molly's passing in 1932, the house fell into a state of disrepair, mirroring the decaying spirits that lingered within its walls. But salvation arrived in the form of Historic Denver, a courageous group determined to rescue this once proud dwelling from the clutches of demolition. With unwavering dedication, they painstakingly restored the house to its former glory, unwittingly awakening the dormant spirits that lay restless within. Visitors to the Molly Brown House now tread upon unhallowed ground, their souls exposed to the chilling remnants of the past. Dark whispers float through the air as the phantom scent of Molly's husband's pipe drifts mysteriously from room to room, a haunting reminder of his lingering presence. A spectral figure, clad in Victorian attire, materializes before startled eyes, delighting in rearranging furniture, playing a macabre game with the living. Light bulbs flicker and loosen from their sockets, casting eerie shadows that dance malevolently upon the walls. Dare you enter the Molly Brown House, where the spirits of the past refuse to rest? Steel your heart, for within its ominous embrace, A tapestry of ghostly apparitions and bone-chilling encounters awaits the intrepid souls who dare to venture into the realm of the unknown. The museum doors creak open, beckoning you to unlock the secrets of Molly Brown's haunted legacy. The Mark Twain House. Deep in the heart of Hartford, Connecticut, lies the foreboding Mark Twain House, shrouded in a dark past that transcends time. This eerie abode, once home to the renowned author and his family, bears witness to the chilling tales that unfolded within its walls. From 1874 to 1891, Mark Twain resided here, pouring his genius into literary masterpieces that would haunt the minds of readers for generations to come. The very air within the house crackles with an otherworldly energy, a constant reminder of the spectral presence that lingers to this day. Within these cursed halls, Twain penned his most acclaimed works, including The Adventures of Tom Sawyer, Huckleberry Finn, and the Sinister at Connecticut Yankee in King Arthur's Court. It was as if the darkness within his words seeped into the very foundation of the house, creating a breeding ground for restless spirits. But as the Twain family faced insurmountable financial woes, they fled to the safety of Europe in 1891, seeking solace from their troubled existence. Tragically, their beloved daughter, Susie, was stolen from them just 5 years later, plunging them into a void of despair. Upon their return to America, consumed by grief and tormented by memories, they made the devastating decision to sell their once beloved home. Thus began the house's descent into a labyrinth of unsettling secrets and paranormal occurrences. Its existence became a magnet for the ethereal and macabre, drawing in the souls of the departed and binding them to its cursed domain. As the years passed, the Mark Twain house took on new lives, shifting from one occupant to another, until it fell into the hands of an unsuspecting buyer with a sinister plan. The house's transformation into a museum dedicated to the author's legacy would unknowingly unleash the full force of its haunting power. From the 1960s onwards, reports flooded in from terrified visitors, recounting encounters with the otherworldly. A young woman, her form draped in a tattered, blood-stained gown, would glide through the house with an ethereal grace, her hollow eyes fixed on those who dared to witness her spectral existence. The echoes of children's giggles reverberated through the corridors, their playful voices piercing the silence of the night. Some visitors felt a chilling tug on their clothes, as unseen hands toyed with their sanity. But the most unsettling presence of all was that of an elderly black gentleman, his ghostly figure manifesting as a faint whisper in the darkness. George Griffin, the butler who had faithfully served the Twain family, seemed forever bound to the house he once called home. His phantom form would appear, solemn and stoic, a spectral guardian of the estate. And then there was the scent that hung heavy in the air, the unmistakable aroma of cigar smoke, a reminder of Mark Twain's vices and a lingering reminder of his turbulent spirit. The pungent fragrance would curl its spectral tendrils around visitors, invading their senses and leaving them paralyzed with fear. Now, the Mark Twain house stands as a museum, its doors flung open to the curious and the brave. But beware, for as twilight descends, the Halloween tours offer a glimpse into the house's dark history, beckoning the daring to face the unknown. Venture forth, if you dare, and uncover the chilling tales of hauntings, witness the specters that defy the realm of the living, and become entangled in the ghostly tapestry of this wretched abode. The Woodburn Mansion. Deep in the heart of Dover lies the foreboding Woodburn Mansion, a house that has borne witness to centuries of opulence and secrets. Since its construction in 1790, this grand estate has sheltered the wealthy and elite, concealing a history stained with spectral encounters that continue to haunt its halls to this day. Legend tells of the first chilling apparition that manifested in the 1820s, when the esteemed Dr. M.W. Bates and his family opened their doors to a mysterious preacher for an overnight stay. As morning broke, the preacher recounted a bone-chilling encounter on the staircase, where he crossed paths with a man clad in colonial attire. Strangely, the preacher insisted on awaiting the arrival of a second guest at breakfast, unaware that his description perfectly matched that of the host's long-deceased father, an encounter that defied explanation and sent shivers down the spines of all who heard the tale. Among the mansion's darker tales is the story of Quaker owner Dan Cowgill, who risked everything by utilizing his home as a sanctuary on the treacherous Underground Railroad. One fateful night, the echoing silence was shattered by the arrival of ruthless slave raiders, determined to capture their fleeing targets. Unyielding in his defense, Mr. Cowgill resisted their advances, but one raider met a chilling fate. As he desperately sought refuge in a gnarled tree, fate turned against him, and his life was abruptly extinguished, his body suspended by a cruel knot. Whispers persist that his malevolent spirit still roams the grounds, eternally reenacting the agony of his slow and torturous demise. Throughout the mansion's storied history, countless governors' wives have encountered spectral phenomena within the dining room, an ethereal gathering place for ghostly spirits that revel in the consumption of wine. Startling reports have surfaced, as Governor Charles Terry Jr. himself claimed to bear witness to a specter indulging in the crimson nectar. Previous owners have sworn that their decanters were mysteriously drained overnight, their spirits seemingly imbibed by the invisible guests that haunt the premises. Beware the spectral presence of a young girl in a gingham dress, whose mischievous nature has been witnessed by startled guests at the 1985 inauguration of Governor Michael Castle. This spectral child, known to tug at the clothes of unsuspecting visitors, delights in ethereal playfulness and is often found frolicking amidst the mansion's ancient fountains. For those brave enough to seek an encounter with these restless spirits, a chilling invitation awaits. Summon your courage, for an appointment to visit the governor's mansion can be arranged. But be warned, as the shadows dance and the walls whisper, the spirits of Woodburn Mansion may reveal themselves in ways that will forever haunt your dreams. The Sorrowwee House. Deep within the shadows of the Sorrowwee House, an eerie tale unfolds, shrouded in darkness and tragedy. Francis Sorrel, a young Haitian boy who escaped the clutches of a slave revolt, sought refuge with the very enslaved souls who spared him, forever indebted to their benevolence. As he grew older, he ventured to the bustling docks, toiling away until he found his way to the shores of America, where fate would twist his path into an unimaginable horror. Settling in Savannah, Georgia, Sorrel delved into the nefarious world of slave trading, a malevolent trade that would stain his soul. But the Sorrowwee House, a seemingly innocuous abode, held secrets far more sinister than its elegant facade suggested. Amidst its walls, the echoes of Sorrel's heinous deeds reverberated, intermingling with the lingering spirits of the past. In the dead of night, the house bore witness to a spectral congregation. Cotton, butter, molasses, and salt, once traded by Sorrel alongside the people he had enslaved, became vessels for restless souls. The spirits of the departed, buried in forgotten trenches on Madison Square from the siege of Savannah during the Revolutionary War, found an unholy resting place beneath the very foundation of the Sorrowwee House. When Sorrel arrived with his blushing bride, Lucinda Moxley, the house welcomed them into its heart, ignorant of the impending doom that loomed. Tragedy struck when Lucinda met her untimely demise, leaving Sorrel with a broken heart and a void to fill. Seeking solace within the family, he turned to Lucinda's younger sister, Matilda, in a desperate bid to mend his shattered existence. But within the darkness of Sorrelweed House, secrets whisper and malevolence thrives. Matilda, consumed by a forbidden truth, unearthed her husband's vile transgressions. The revelation shattered her fragile spirit, plunging her into a realm of despair from which there was no escape. Desperation consumed her, and one fateful night, Matilda leapt from the second story, her life extinguished in an instant, forever binding her tormented spirit to the house. Molly, a woman Sorrel had enslaved, became both a victim and accomplice in this macabre tale. Within the confines of a room concealed from prying eyes, their passions entwined. But their illicit affair, like a dark omen, sowed the seeds of destruction. As the truth unraveled, Matilda's anguished soul cried out for retribution. Overwhelmed by guilt and fearing the dire consequences, Molly succumbed to the suffocating weight of her sorrow, ending her own tragic existence, her spirit forever trapped within the accursed walls. Visitors brave enough to traverse the threshold of the Sorrelweed House are met with a chilling spectacle. The ethereal figures of Molly and Matilda emerge from the mirrors, their dark silhouettes haunting the unwary souls who dare to venture closer. In the depths of Molly's former room, now a haunted chamber of lost spirits, an unsuspecting tenant once found himself ensnared in a web of unseen eyes. Paranoia gripped his every waking moment, as if 1,000 ghostly gazes fixated upon his very being. The chilling touch of invisible hands encircled the throats of those who dared to linger, the spectral echo of a hanging rope constricting their breath. And within the living area, whispers echo through the air, growing louder as visitors approach, only to cease abruptly as if swallowed by an unseen void. The walls reverberate with ghostly chatter, and the fragmented remnants of forgotten conversations forever trapped in the ethereal. The May Stringer House. Deep in the heart of Brooksville, Florida, a sinister presence looms within the shadows of the May Stringer House. This chilling abode, erected in 1855 by the ill-fated John L. May, holds a tragic tale that reverberates through the ages. The specter of May, consumed by the grips of tuberculosis in 1858, left behind his grief-stricken widow, Marina, and their 2 young daughters, forever trapped in a world of sorrow and longing. As Marina sought solace in the arms of another, Frank Saxon, a dark cloud of misfortune descended upon the family once more. Their joy was shattered with the birth of their daughter, Jessie May, who perished at the tender age of 3, her haunting cries echoing through the halls of the house, forever pleading for her mother's embrace. But the tormented history does not end there. The house fell into the possession of Sheldon Stringer, a man who expanded the modest plantation into a sprawling labyrinth of terror. Within the newly added 14 rooms and 4 stories, the Stringers unwittingly unleashed the vengeful spirits that lurked in the depths of the dwelling. Now a museum of the macabre, the May Stringer House draws paranormal investigators from far and wide, beckoning them with promises of the otherworldly. Daredevil visitors, seeking a brush with the supernatural, soon find themselves face to face with Marina's tormented soul, forever condemned to wander the halls she once called home. Desperate whispers carry on the wind, as the anguished cries of Marina's lost daughter penetrate the very core of one's being. But the horrors of the May Stringer House extend beyond the haunting echoes of the past. Whispers abound that the land itself holds a grim secret concealed within its soil. Legends speak of up to 50 enslaved souls, their lives extinguished in unspeakable cruelty, forever entombed beneath the plantation, their restless spirits seething with rage and sorrow. And then there's Mr. Nasty, a malevolent entity that preys upon unsuspecting souls foolish enough to venture into its realm. With each encounter, its dark presence curses those unfortunate enough to cross its path, etching an indelible mark upon their lives, as they are thrust into a world of perpetual torment and fear. Brave souls seeking to taste the bitter fruit of terror are lured to the Maystringer house, their hearts pounding in anticipation. Within its haunted halls, they embark on a 2-hour odyssey, armed with cutting-edge ghost hunting equipment, the only shield against the unknown. With trepidation, they roam the house's shadowy recesses, their senses heightened, seeking tangible evidence of the horrors that lie within. But beware, for the Maystringer house is no mere attraction. It is a portal into the abyss, a gateway to a realm where the line between the living and the dead blurs and sanity hangs by a thread. Step cautiously, for every creaking floorboard and whispered breath may herald the arrival of a malevolent force, ready to claim its next victim. In the depths of Brooksville's Maystringer house, a timeless nightmare awaits. Enter at your own risk, and may the spirits that dwell within show you no mercy.